The Florida Trail, a journey I thought I understood, but it quickly became more than just miles.
This is the most land I've seen in 2 days.
I'm here in the thick of the Big Cypress Swamp. I had no idea what to expect, how difficult it would truly be, but what I quickly realized was this journey wasn't going to be about physical struggles. It was going to be about the mental ones.
It's a cool and misty morning today, which is nice. Give me a break from the sun. It was very sunny most of the day yesterday. It is a misty morning. Really looking for some water. There has been no water. So I'm about tapped out, so I'm hoping I come across another source relatively soon. There's something here. I might take a chance at this one.
Solution holes from rainwater, which become slightly acidic as it percolates through the decaying vegetation and soil, dissolves the limestone bedrock, and over time this process creates depressions of varying sizes and depths. During the dry season, solution holes can hold water, providing critical habitat for aquatic animals like fish, crayfish, turtles, as well as a water source for birds and other wildlife, and in this instance, backpackers.
Pretty clear. It's shallow though, so I'll take a couple cracks at it. I'm only able to get about a half liter at a time because it's so shallow, but I'm really super low on water. All right, that's 1 liter. 1 liter to go.
By this point, the relentless lack of land was really starting to take its toll. Opportunities to shed my pack and sit were virtually non-existent. The ground beneath my feet was a constant gamble, sometimes solid, other times giving way into hidden solution holes, sinking me thigh deep. All I craved at this point was to reach dry land and stay there. In my research, it was said to expect a pace of about 1 mile per hour. I found this hard to believe, but I can say it was pretty spot on reporting.
Oh, what a monster day today, guys. About 9.5 miles, a little over 10 hours, all water. So it was really tough. Couldn't just stop and sit down and rest. You just had to keep moving. But got the tent pitched. We got the dry ground finally. I'm gonna make some water, make some dinner, and get in the tent. Well, after 2 days of straight water, exhausting swamp and just muck, 1 mile an hour to half mile an hour at best, we are almost to 75. Man, I've never been so happy to see land in a long time. There's literally nowhere to sit, take your pack off, it's just straight walking because you don't have any option. This is the most land I've seen in 2 days. We have made it to 75. A little bit more of the Big Cypress Preserve left. We're now on the other side of 75. Monster gator over there. Big guy here.
Once at camp, I got to topping off my water and getting dinner started.
Cool, there's this conch shell at the campsite somehow. Pretty neat.
Starting early was my strategy. By 6:30 each morning, I was usually on the move. This early start was crucial for covering the majority of my miles before the heat of the day really came to bear. Another benefit to this was usually there was a lot of wildlife out.
Just so many birds out this morning. Pretty cool with the 8 clan symbol coming through the Seminole Reservation. Last stop before we turn north towards Lake Okeechobee. Some beautiful horses over there. Always love to see the horses. Couple calves in there. It's nice to see some ranching and agriculture, farming still going on in Florida over the years. From growing up here as a kid, there's just been so much development and change to the state. Oh, here's a beautiful hawk sitting on the fence post. Wow. Look at you. Gorgeous. "15 tiger tail family." Love to know their story. There's a ton of buzzards up here on the fence line. Kind of curious if they're just hanging out or if they're lingering over a meal up here. Oh, there they go. I figured they'd take off. I got a little closer. One holdout. Oh, I don't see anything on the ground. They just seem to be hanging out, I guess. There's more up there. Cool. Oh, these guys are letting me get super close. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I tell you, the Everglades, if you are into birds or bird photography, bird watching, you definitely want to come to this region and the Everglades and Big Cypress. There are so many birds. It's incredible. Yeah, this is a hawk right here. So cool. He's getting ready to go. Oh no, he just pooped. Beautiful. Wow. That's so amazing. These cows are pretty skittish. They're all running off, testing me out. It's unusual. They're usually just kind of stand there and look at you. And they do not like me coming by here. That's interesting. I've never seen them run from people like that. first snake. This guy is. There are a ton of gators just hanging out here. Probably hard to make out on there, but they're all on the bank and across the way. This big guy here. Alright, well, you've reached camp for the day. It's a nice little area. It has a pavilion and pit toilet. Tented, they have a designated tent area right out there. If you can, right out there, away from the pavilion. Let's see. Yeah, and it works, so that's pretty sweet. Well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go make, now that I got the tent pitched, because we have some potential weather rolling in. It's a 40% chance, and I've already gotten some sprinkles. So I went ahead and set that up first, got that out of the way, because I can be under here and cooking and hanging out until I'm ready to get in there. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, so most of the night we have gotten pummeled by showers and gusty winds, but right now I managed, some of the stakes are getting loose in the ground because the ground's getting saturated, and so I stowed the temperatures have risen, so I stowed my sleeping bag and I'm using my clothes bag as a pillow. So I got those in my pack since I have a liner to keep them dry. It'd be very difficult to get them dry later if they get wet. So for now I'm just going to wait for a break in the weather window to get to the pavilion and break this tent down and get everything stowed. It's a little bit later than I normally get started. But yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear, or basically just wait on, see what happens with the weather here and see when we can get going. I don't think we'll be making 20 miles an hour today. Yeah, it's a overcast and drizzly day today. There's supposed to be well, there is a front coming through, but by next weekend the temperatures are supposed to be going down, thankfully. It's been getting in the low 80s during the day, and with the humidity in the sun it gets a little toasty. So lows will be 30s, and I think the highs in the 70s during the day after that front comes through. So that'll be nice. Not quite sure what these things are. I hadn't seen them before on the trail. Rain is cleared for today about an hour ago. Just mainly walking the levees today, heading up to Lake Okeechobee. Getting to camp, I just settled in and listened to the wildlife. It is just a beautiful sky this morning. Colors are incredible. Broke camp early, so we are going to be continuing along the levee of Okeechobee. I was going to go east, but I decided to go west. When I was little, like, I don't know, 3, 4, around there or something, I had to wear these braces on my legs, straighten the bones in my legs. They weren't growing straight. But I also have a really flat left foot. And after about mile 10, it starts to let me know that it is not happy. But try out this ankle brace and see how that does, if anything. One thing really cool that happened last night, just as I got in the tent and was laying down, was this hawk landed on the limb directly above the tent, and I didn't have the fly on. It was just a screen, so I got to see him really up close, and he hung out for, I don't know, maybe about 45 seconds, and then he flew off. About 5 minutes later, he came swooping in, I guess from another tree or from somewhere I was under this big oak tree. There was a gap between the ground and the tree limbs of like 5 feet. Well, he swooped under, like between there, right across the top of the tent, like strafed me. And I was like, man, is this thing gonna attack me or what? It's so cool just to see it so close and just to get a little visit.
The sunrise today was not only incredible, but it just seemed to last forever.
Wow. They allowed me to get pretty close before they took off. I don't know how well it's coming out, but it's pretty cool. There's like this mist traveling across the surface of the water this morning. Wow, that's a really great site. It's got trees providing shade. It's even got a little fire pit there, or a grill. You do some cooking if you wanted. And the trees, if you're a hammock person, got some great trees to string up your hammock. Got nothing but cows around you here to serenade you. It's just way too early for that one, unfortunately. This situation here reminds me a little bit of how it was in Portugal, where you had these long, like, tidal creeks there where you'd have to walk, you know, 5, 10, 12 miles to circumvent the tidal creek before you even cut back. You know, in my case there I was going north, and in here I'm going north as well. But like here you have to go all the way down to the bridge and then all the way back up here before you start cutting back north. So it's like just a little discouraging in a way, because you're doing a whole lot of walking but not really covering a lot of ground towards the direction you're going. So far it's been great coming around Lake Okeechobee. I didn't know what to expect, but it's definitely been a little bit more scenic than I thought it was going to be. And I'm glad I took the west side. I don't think there's as much on this side, but I kind of like that. Yeah, there was a Circle K maybe about 5-6 miles back, and a cup of coffee. I was hoping to get some hot, like the breakfast sandwiches or breakfast burritos, but that one didn't have any hot sandwiches at all. Their station that does that wasn't even working, so that was a little disheartening, but I was able to get coffee, so that was nice.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you join me on the next one. The adventure continues on the Florida Trail. And if you liked the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe.